Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a pages, post and categories in a WordPress website, and what is the difference between pages and post, and why do we create a categories. So now let's get started. So you know what is mean by pages. So pages is all about having a static content in your website. Okay, like home, about us, contact us, careers, helps. So if you want to show some constant content so that you don't want to change every time when someone opens your website, so at the time you choose these pages to showcase. Okay, so constant content. So now whereas post. So post, you will use this option to write a blogs in your website. Now definitely everyone will be having some blogs. If I open and see any blogging kinds of website, you can see their blogs. Now NDTV. Okay. So NDTV has some subfolders like world, video, India, latest, live TV. These are called subfolders like pages. Again, I can see some news like pay cuts can trigger desperate extreme ads, say Air India pilots. So this is called a post. To Rajasthan Assembly session soon have majority, says Ashok Gehlot. Now this is not done with the help of pages. This is done with the help of post. Again, whatever you can see here, articles, blogs, these are done with the posts only. Okay, again, now if I click this world videos, those are simply a pages. Got it now? So it is used for writing of blogs. Then categories. Categories is used for categorizing your blogs. Categorizing blogs. Okay. So normally if you write any article with the help of a post, so there it will show you the date of the published date, it will show you, and sometimes depends on the options you choose, it will show you the author name, and then how many comments you received also it will show you. Now let me show you with one example, you'll understand. Now with this Dizzy course, I have a few subfolders like pages on top section like home, SEO, exam and Google Ads and blogs. So let me click this blog. So blog itself a page. Okay. Now here Google Ads Glossary 2020 top 100 terms you need to know from scratch to advance. What is this? Can anyone tell me? What is this? This is a post now. Okay, so now I wrote this article with the help of post. So how I can recognize? So here it is showing me the published date. So if it is showing you with the published date, then automatically it is a post. Okay, so now in such a way, if you want to have any blogs in your website, just choose a post. Now if you want to categorize these blogs under some category, then other time you choose this categories. Okay, now let me show you how to create a post and how to create categories and all. Okay, so Google Analytics is a platform where we can analyze the complete performance. Okay, so I tried writing some blog. Let me publish it. Okay, so if I want to write a few more blogs, just click this add new and try writing the blogs again. is also one post. Let me write one more post. So total how many blogs I have here?
3 blogs.
3 blogs I have. So what is Google Analytics? What is Google AdSense? What is how SEO works? So let me open the website now. So where are my blogs? Where are my blogs?
In home page.
Home page.
How SEO works, what is Google AdSense, and what is Google Analytics. Why it is showing me on top, showing this how SEO works on top?
Because it's current.
These are all latest posts.
Yes, these are the latest posts. So my page displays the recent posts here. Okay, so now did you understand? Home is a page and these are a blogs. Got it. Now I'm showing all my recent posts in a front page. Okay, so what type of website it means? So is it like NDTV or not?
Yes.
So now here what happens if I write a blog tomorrow, so which blog will appear on top? Tomorrow's blog, right?
Tomorrow's blog, yeah.
So what happening here? So this front page displays all your latest post. So that is how the NDTV works, right? So NDTV front page is always fresh. So it is always showing the recent post. And if you open NDTV tomorrow, so are you going to see the same news?
No.
No, right? So you won't be able to see the same news here in this position. Why? Because NDTV always it will be having the new post and new news. So that's the reason it continuously change. This type of website is called dynamic website. Okay. What website?
Dynamic.
Dynamic. Dynamic means the website which is continuously changing according to the posts or else latest news they have. Okay, this is what
Post and blog both are same or
both
different?
are same. Both are same. Yes. Article also we can call. And then next, whereas coming to Dizzy codes. So now is this a dynamic website? Is this dynamic website?
No.
No, it's not a dynamic website. So it is a static website. Whenever you visit this website, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, after 1 month, after 1 year also, so you can see the same stuff over here. So why? Because as it is a service oriented, so I want to show the same content for the customer whoever visited anytime. So this is called static website. Okay, static website means no changes. So where it is not changing? No changes on front page, no? Front page. So now here there is no changes to my front page, but whereas when I click these blogs, okay, so 1st July and then here comes 22nd June. So what it is showing me? What it is showing me?
Blogs or post, latest post.
Latest post. Now only my home page is not, only my home page is a static. Remaining pages is a dynamic one. So how is it happening? Now here when someone visits this Dizzy code, I'm showing us some services. But when someone click on these blogs, I'm showing them all the recent posts. Okay, so that is what you can have with the service oriented. Now, if your website appears like this, your front page changes according to the new post or else latest news you have, then it is a dynamic. And if it is a constant, then it is a static. How can I create any kind of website? Like, no, how can I make static or dynamic? So that is happens only with the help of one option. So let us get into that option. So go to customize. This option is also same for each and every theme that you install. So that option is called go to customize. There you'll find an option called homepage settings. Okay. Tell me now, your homepage displays what it is displaying?
Your latest post.
Latest post. That means now my website is a dynamic website. By default, all your WordPress websites is a dynamic websites only. Okay, if you want, you can continue with that dynamic, and if you want to change into static, you can just choose this option, a static page. So which page you want to show as a front page? Now here I have option of selecting whatever the pages you have created in your dashboard, then all the pages it will show you: home, Google Ads, contact us, careers. So which page you want to show as a front page? So definitely I'll be showing this home page as my front page. So publish it. Let's go back to our website, refresh it. So what it is showing me? What happened now? So when someone searches for sparshdigit.com, I'm directly showing them my home page. Can I show the careers page now?
Yes.
How?
By changing the home page settings.
By changing the
settings
page, right? So go back and then choose. I want to choose like a about us. When someone searches for sparshdigit.com, I want to show them about us page. So which page it is showing you now?
About us.
About us. So what happened to home? If I click this home, is my URL changing or not?
yes
So if I click this about us, it is not changing. Why? Because it is my home page, right?
home.
So I made this about us as my front page. In such a way, you can make whatever the page you want as a front page. Okay, now fine. Now what is the kind of website it is? What website it is? Static or
Static.
dynamic? Static
Static.
website.
Static.
So now I have 3 blogs in my website. Where are my blogs now?
home
Home. Okay, let me see this home.
modules
Modules. Very good. Where? Can we find under web design, Google Ads and all?
yes
So my blogs. I wrote 3 blogs. That means 3 posts in my website. So where are they situated?
Yeah,
Now.
right side it is showing.
So right side it is a widget. So if I remove this, it get disappeared. So I want within the website. Where are they shown?
We have to assign them to some page.
We have to create a
In
block
about
page.
us, can we see it in about us?
So Manasa, tell me why we can see the things in about us, as I already
Because
made
zero.
this about us as a front page, no?
Okay, so you can see it in recent posts, right? What you have posted already.
So where is the recent post? Here.
Right, yeah.
So it is the widget. If I remove this widget option, so everything get disappears. I want here within the website, not sidebar.
That's why we have to create another page called blog.
Okay. Only blog.
Yeah, under blog page we can post you can set all these posts.
Okay. So if I don't have a post, if I don't have any kind of that page.
you have to change into dynamic page.
So you can do here, you can make your blogs appear in 2 ways. So with the help of blog page as Funny or Dinesh, who said this answer? Vinay, sorry Vinay. So blog, Vinay, I didn't see your website.
Yeah, I have already sent the message.
But I was speaking to you or on mute actually.
Yeah, that time I was mute actually.
Okay, I'll see it. So you can make your blogs appear in 2 ways, by creating a blog page and by creating a categories. Okay. So first of all, let me create these categories. Okay. Go back. So find out the option called categories, where you can see this categories option.
Yeah,
Can anyone
category.
see?
Yeah,
So
on the
here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. So by default, you will be having this uncategorized. You won't be able to delete this uncategorized. Don't try to delete it also, okay? So categories, I will create a categories like Google Analytics, okay? Then next, Google AdSense. The next type. So overall, how many categories I have?
4.
1, 2, 3. So 3 categories I have. So let me open the website and refresh it. So where are my categories now? Where are my categories? Anyone can guess? So now what happens with the subfolders here? After creating a subfolders, is it appeared in a website?
No.
No, right? So you just you just added those things into a menu, then only it got appeared, right? So now what I have to do? I have to add these categories into the menu. Got it?
Yep.
So now let us go back to the categories and then tell me if I want to create a menu, what I have to do?
Customize.
Customize.
Appearance.
Under appearance, you have an option called
Appearance,
menus, right?
Menus. Yes.
Menus. So yesterday we have already added this item, right? This pages item we have added. So now which item I have to add?
Post.
Posts?
Blog.
Categories.
Categories.
Category.
Yes. So click this drop down and view all. So SEO, Google Analytics, AdSense. Okay, so whatever you want to show, you can just show. Add to menu. So now it got added here. Save menu. Go back, refresh it. So are those appearing?
Yes.
Google AdSense, Google Analytics, and SEO. 3 categories are appearing. Now, can you tell me where are my blogs now?
Chitra, what is the difference between this menu and categories? They both look in the similar line and same, no? How can we different?
Menu?
Yeah, I mean pages.
Pages and the categories.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's what I'm going to show you. So tell me now, where are my blogs? Are they going to appear in Google Analytics, AdSense, SEO?
I think you have to assign the category for your blogs, okay?
Yes, yes. Now I have to assign the blogs into categories. So then only it will appear. So let us get into the post. So that is what I told you. Categories is used for categorizing your blogs. So this is the blog, right? Okay, so here this is a blog. Right side, if you can see, there is an option called categories. By default, all your blogs will be uncategorized only. So if you want to categorize them under any category, you can just categorize. So I am going to categorize it into Google Analytics and then update it. Then next. What is Google AdSense? Then here I have option like categories. I'll just go and categorize under Google AdSense. Then all posts. So tell me under which category I can categorize?
SEO.
SEO.
So is there any mandatory that I want to categorize into a SEO only?
Yeah, it is related to SEO only. That's why we have to.
So as of now, I'm not making that perfect website, right? Can I categorize this blog into 3 categories now? I can show. It's up to you, simple. Now this block appears in all these categories. Now let us go back to our website, refresh it. So let me click this AdSense, Google AdSense folder. How SEO works and what is Google AdSense? Why it is showing me 2 blocks now?
Because we add SEO under 3 categories.
Under 3 categories, right? Very good. So Google Analytics. One blog is Google Analytics and one more is a how SEO works, right? And then when I click this, why it is showing me only 1 blog?
We added only one.
Because we have categorized only 1 blog, right?
Yes.
So this is how. In such a way, you can categorize the blogs. If you are looking out to create any service oriented, you directly go and create few categories so that when people visit your site, they can recognize that, acha, so you have these categories. So now Praveen asked me the difference between the pages and category. Now here, home, about us, career journal. What are these? These are pages, and Google AdSense, Google Analytics, SEO are categories. So see here, as I told you, pages is for constant content. I cannot categorize any blogs into pages. Okay, see now. So do we have any option of categorizing under pages here? Do we have? So I have only option like categorizing into categories. Can you see? So do I have any option like pages? No. So I won't able to show all my pages under all my posts under some pages. I can make show under some categories. Got it? Okay. So now in such a way I created. So there is one more thing like a URL optimization. So here it was showing you like a question mark cat equals to 5. Did you understand the URL? No. So are you getting what is the URL here? But so now the URL is not good one, like, you know, so it is not well optimized. So you have to edit that URLs. So go to settings. Under that settings, you will be having an option called permalink. Go there. As of now, your URLs are in this format. Okay. Question mark P equals to 1, 2, 3. So your URLs, every URL will be in this format. So never ever use this format because Google also doesn't understand these kind of formats. So in a SEO perspective, this is also one kind of optimization. So at the time you have to choose this post name and save changes.
Chitra.
So, yes.
Initially when you have created blogs, it was appearing in home page, no? So then now you said you cannot categorize the menus for all the blogs. You cannot categorize any menu page or pages. Sorry, menu. Initially. Why am I creating a categories means? Let's say, would you like to have only 1 blog in your website? No, right? So if it is a kind of blogging or service oriented, also we will be having at least 10 to 20 blogs minimum. Okay, if it is a blogging website, so we'll be having lakhs of blogs. So is it possible to show all 1 lakh or else thousands of blogs in the menu section?
No.
No.
Like this, how? So that's the reason I created this category so that I can store all my blogs. Got it now? So it looks very embarrassing, right? If I show all kinds of blogs here in the menu section. So no one shows some interest to read something here when they visit my website if I show all the things in the menu. So that's the reason, to make it very simple and short, I created a category. So when someone click this categories folder, they can see all my recent blogs. So when I click this Google AdSense, can you see the URL now?
Yes.
So now you can easily recognize that this Google AdSense is a category. Okay. So careers. So now it is a page, right? So in such a way you can see. Now one more thing is there. as I told you that you can make your blogs to show in two ways, by creating a categories and by creating a blog page. Okay, see now, let's go back and go to customize. So go to home page settings. So this home page shows you your home page is a about us page. So bottom you have an option like post page, right? So this means I can show all my recent blogs under one page. Okay, that you can just select. It can be like Google Ads, it can be like modules, it can be like SMO, whatever the pages you have, you can show it. So let me show under careers and publish it. Let's go back to our website, refresh it. Okay, so what happened now?
All your blogs came under one careers
page. So again, can I show under home page here? Can I show all these blogs in a home page as well as in the careers page?
I don't think so. Only either one of
only one page. So only one page we can make as a blog page. Here also, right? Only one page you can make it as a front page. Only one page you can make it as a post page. Got it now? So here you need to tell me now, what is the blog page now for in dizzycourse.in? It is a
dynamic.
It is a post page simply. So now this blog, I created a page with a name called blog, and I finally selected this blog page as my post page. That's the reason I can see all the recent posts appearing in the blog page. Got it? So is this a category or page now?
Page.
Page. So now do remember that you can show all your recent posts in one page. Okay. And you can categorize into n number of categories. Got it? Cleared?
Yes, yes.
So now in such a way, now home is there. When I click this home, it's empty. Why? Because it's just a page. So if I click this about us, it is an empty. So if I want to have a something in about us page, what I should do?
Edit.
What I should do? Edit. So I have to write some content in the about us page. So that is what pages is for, having a constant content. And you can create a post page and you can create a categories and you can set up into a categories also.
One more doubt.
Yes.
Now, apart from these three blogs, what you have written, they suppose start writing 2 or few more blogs. So will it appear in careers and as well as the categories, or it will appear only in careers?
It will appear in a categories. So if you, again, if you have now whatever the blogs you are going to write, so if you categorize them, it will show up in the categories. Otherwise, so if you don't categorize also, it will show in the careers. Okay. Irrespective of the categorization. Now here, how many blogs it is showing me? 3 blogs, right? So why? Because I have only 3 blogs. So if I have a 5 blogs, it will show me 5 blogs. If I have a 10 blogs, it will show me the 10 blogs, irrespective of the categorization. So it doesn't care whether these blogs had a categorized or not. It just do it work to show all the recent blogs.
But same content in page and categories.
It's up to you again. It's up to you. So for me, for showing you the difference, I created it. Okay. So for you, it depends on your requirement again. So if you want to have a categories, go ahead with the categories. If you want to have a blog, you can go ahead. It's up to you. Okay.
And Chitra, one doubt.
Yes.
This home page and careers, we all have these pages and categories side by side, right? And it depends on the theme or what, because my theme, what it shows is first it shows about us.
That's what it's here. You need to put it in a proper order, no?
No, I did it again, and still it's showing us about us, careers.
No, it won't show. So apply to the theme. So again, go to the customize and select that menu name. So you need to choose the location. If you do it proper, no problem. It won't show you. So now this is the menu I created, and go to customize and click on that menu. Then you can see the view locations. There you have to choose your name.
Where it is?
I'll show you. So go to customize. And then click this menu. So view all locations. So what is the name of menu? So you have to select the name of your menu now here. Okay, so primary. I think you might have forgot doing this.
No, I did. I did. Top so you header, choose primary, yeah.
You chose it.
Yes.
Okay, I'll look into it. Once this class finishes, I'll look into that.
Okay.
Okay, so now these are the few things you need to know. The next thing is widgets. So widgets means now you know how to edit this header and how to edit the footer as well. So but whereas for every website, 3 things are common, that is a header, footer and sidebar. So you can optimize your sidebar and footer section with the help of widgets. Where is widgets? Yeah, here. So this widgets is an option where you can optimize your sidebar and footers. Now let us get into this widgets option. Now here you can see, right, some kinds of search box, recent post and recent comments. These are the sidebars. So done with the help of widgets again. Let's go back. So under appearance, you can see an option called widgets. Go there. Okay. So can you see? Search, recent posts, recent post, recent comments, recent comments. So these are the items. If you want, you can just put it, or else you can delete it simply. So I'll try to delete it. Then go back, refresh it. What happened now?
It disappeared.
There is no sidebar.
There is no sidebar. Everything got disappeared. Why? Because I deleted everything. So in such a way, whatever the widget, now if you can see available widget, these are the left side, whatever the widgets available, you can show all the things in a sidebar. So let me add one thing now. So let me add a calendar. Refresh. What happened now?
Calendar has come.
Calendar has come. So in such a way, whatever you want to show. So if you want to show some images, if you want to show some videos, you can simply show. So now let me show like a image, one image. So we can add an image. So if you want to insert any URL, like, if you want this image as a clickable, then you can insert the URL also, then this image will be a clickable. So let me save this. Go back, refresh it. What happened now? Image has come. So this is how you optimize your footer, your sidebar. If you want to optimize the footer also, you can just optimize. So let's say that I want to use this image in the footer. This is the footer. Add image. Save it. Go back. So my image is appearing now footer. Okay. So now I came to know that Acha, this is a footer one. So you try choosing some other things in the footer too. So you'll understand where is a footer two again. So in such a way, you can optimize the sidebar and then footer section. Now, did you understand again? So again, so one more thing is that in career pairs, it is appearing. In the about us page, it is appearing. Okay, now whereas when I use this busy course, now do I have a sidebar or not? Do I have a sidebar or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a sidebar. Okay, observe carefully now. So do I have a sidebar?
Here there is no sidebar.
So how and why?
You haven't activated or you haven't kept any widgets.
So here, once I applied widgets, it is appearing in all the pages, right?
Yeah.
So now here also the same thing. So you can choose the layout again. So where exactly you want to show. Now I don't want to show these things in the About Us. So you can show it. You can change the layout. Go to pages. So it is the About Us, right? Okay, so here you have an option like choose layout, default. So if you want to show primary sidebar, you can show it. Content, primary sidebar, you can show it. 3 columns, no sidebar. I'll go with the no sidebar and refresh it. So can I see now?
No.
No. So whereas in careers?
You can see.
Why?
Layout changed.
So I just changed the layout, that's it. So if you want, you can change for each and every page that you want, okay? Simply. So again, this is how you do with the widgets and all. And then next comes, okay, we're done with the pages, post and categories, widgets, and then difference between static and dynamic website. Okay. So now, Manasa,